Hey there, this is Colie Bryce, and you're listening to Open Mic with Colie Bryce. How about that? Um, there's so much turmoil and controversy and division right now concerning so many different things going on in the world, and I also have an opinion, often to the chagrin of people that know me. Yeah, I think one of the leading epidemics of our time is selective outrage. I think we're living in a rigged oligarchic duopoly, and I think there's a reason why we're divided and conquered, and I think if people were more likely to try and investigate who profits by that division and fear, we might be closer to figuring out a way to make things a little bit better in this world. You know, this recent shooting in Minnesota, it's quite divisive, obviously. Personally, I think ICE is coming off like a mercenary goon squad with people that aren't really qualified for the potency and the weight of the responsibilities that they're entrusted with. There's a lot of people that don't have a lot of police or military experience or firearm experience, and yeah, it's just like a goon squad. At the same time, if there is political protest going on, and even if you're legally in possession of a firearm and have a right to holster it and have all your documentation, still probably not a wonderful idea to get into a hot zone and get involved with stuff, particularly with people that are not particularly qualified. Yeah, I mean, those are all the ingredients for a crisis. I'm not saying that ICE had any right to kill this person, and it looked like a street execution. It was awful. But people protesting could probably use more intelligent restraint and common sense to avoid getting hurt too. So whatever, I'm sure there's people on both primary sides of this debate that dislike my stance just as much. The thing is, selective outrage. If we care about a given principle, say we just don't think dogs should be on leashes because they're free animals. Okay, that's fine. But if President Trump allows his dog off a leash and you hate that, but you're okay when former President Biden kept his dog off a leash, well, maybe you don't really care about the issue of dogs on or off leashes. Maybe you only care about a particular issue when it is supporting your subjective bias and what your personal preference is in a political outcome. If we really are committed to a principle, we're going to be affronted by any transgression on either side based upon the transgression itself. We're not going to overlook the transgression of the preferred person or party and incriminate the person that we're against. We're going to seek justice and objectivity, and we're going to want to apply our condemnation equally across the board whenever we see the injustice that we're so righteously indignant about. Another example, there was a No King's Day thing going on. You know, people were like, No King's Day. Well, a lot of the same people that were against King's Day were more than happy to vote for a queen who never won one single primary vote. So, like, a couple of years ago, there was Black Lives Matter, yard signs, decals, stickers, animated GIFs. like it was a big thing, you know? Well, right now, we're watching a genocide in Palestine. But I don't see any Brown Lives Matter stickers anywhere. Why aren't people equally upset about that as they were about George Floyd dying? Like, if we care about issues, we got to care about issues across the board objectively, regardless of who's doing it or not doing it. We can't overlook things done wrong on our side while we incriminate things not done on the other side. If you care about a given principle or cause, you're going to maintain the same stance about it, regardless of any particular political stance or affiliation. So I'm not sure that makes any sense to anyone, and I'm not sure I really articulated it comprehensively or adequately, but I hope some of what I said is useful to somebody somewhere. And God bless America, and God bless everybody. Let's try to have a better world. I don't think us regular folks are really the problem. We need to get together and look out for our common interests. It's who's the puppeteers? Who is profiting most from our division and fear? Let's try and figure that out. Seems like there might be more answers there.